discipline. You hear the word and maybe you think of punishment, of strict rules, of suffering. But let me tell you something raw. Discipline is the only bridge between the man you are right now and the man you keep imagining in your head. Let's be brutally honest. Right now, many of you wake up late. You scroll your phone before you even brush your teeth. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow. You say you want more money, more respect, more success. But your actions don't match your words. And that's why life feels heavy. That's why you feel stuck. Not because you're weak, not because you're stupid, but because you have no discipline. See, motivation won't save you. Motivation is fragile. It's there one day, gone the next. That's why every January the gyms are full, and by February they're empty again. Discipline is different. Discipline is cold, steady, relentless. It doesn't care about your mood. It doesn't care if you're tired. Discipline is the voice that says, I don't feel like it, but I'll do it anyway. And here's the truth most men never hear. Without discipline, you'll never have money, because you'll spend every dollar you touch. Without discipline, you'll never have respect, because men respect consistency, not excuses. Without discipline, you'll never have success, because success is built on boring, repeated actions when nobody is watching. Every man wants freedom, the freedom to choose his path, the freedom to buy what he wants, the freedom to stand tall and be respected. But freedom has a price, and the currency is discipline. Let me give it to you straight. Right now, your enemy is not the government, not your boss, not your parents. Your enemy is comfort. That warm, soft pillow that whispers, stay a little longer. That video game that eats your hours. That dopamine hit from social media that numbs your mind. Comfort is stealing your future. And every time you give into it, you're telling yourself, I'm okay being average. But deep down, you're not okay. You hate it because you know you're capable of more. So today we're going to tear down the lies. No, discipline is not about becoming a robot. No, it's not about living without joy. Discipline is about building a life where joy actually means something, because you earned it. When you push through pain, you gain power. When you reject comfort, you gain control. When you build discipline, you build a future that people will respect, and you will respect yourself. By the end of this video, you will see discipline differently, not as a cage, but as a weapon, not as a punishment, but as the key to wealth, respect, and unstoppable success. And here's my promise. I won't give you recycled nonsense like just wake up at 5 a.m. or take cold showers. You've heard that before, and it didn't stick. I'm going to show you discipline the way it actually works in the real world. Not as a theory, but as a system. One that will turn you from the man who makes excuses into the man people admire, fear, and follow. So if you're ready to stop living soft, if you're ready to stop wasting time, if you're ready to stop lying to yourself, lean in, because every word from now on matters. This isn't motivation. This is war. And the battleground is your life. You've been told discipline is about pushing harder, grinding, fighting your laziness with motivation. That's wrong. Motivation is weak. It's fragile. Discipline is not about how you feel. Discipline is about who you are. Think about it. You don't brush your teeth because you're motivated. You do it because it's part of you. Non-negotiable. Automatic. That's what real discipline looks like in every area of life. Most men fail because they chase motivation like it's fuel. They watch motivational clips. They hype themselves up. They tell themselves, I'll do it when I feel ready. But readiness never comes. That's why one man buys new gym clothes, scrolls fitness reels, gets pumped for a week, and then quits. That's why one man talks about starting a side project, but spends months waiting for the perfect time. That's why one man swears he'll stop wasting money right after one last splurge. Motivation dies, discipline survives. And discipline survives because it's not a mood, it's an identity. The moment you say, I'm a man who trains daily, training becomes natural. The moment you say, I'm a man who invests in myself, learning becomes natural. The moment you say, I'm a man who controls his impulses, financial freedom becomes natural. You stop asking, do I feel like it? And start living by, this is who I am. Picture two men, both want to get strong. The first says, I need motivation. He waits for the perfect playlist, the right mood, the sunny weather. The moment life gets hard, he skips. A year later, he looks the same, feels the same, hates himself the same. The second man doesn't wait. He goes to the gym in the rain, when he's tired, when he's sore. He doesn't ask if he feels like it. He just does it. A year later, his body is stronger, his mind sharper, and people respect him. Now picture two students. Both want to grow. The first studies when he feels inspired. He binge studies for 2 nights, then burns out, and months pass without progress. The second studies every single day, 1 hour, no excuses. A year later, one has the same knowledge as last year. The other is ahead, opening doors he never thought possible. Or think about money. One man says, I want to be rich. But his spending screams otherwise. He wastes on food, drinks, impulse buys. Another man says, I'm the type of man who respects money. He saves, invests, controls himself. After 5 years, one is drowning, the other is free. Same opportunities, different identity, different lives. Discipline is not about fighting yourself every day. It's about deciding who you are. If you see yourself as weak, you'll act weak. If you see yourself as lazy, you'll stay lazy. But the moment you say, I'm a disciplined man, and back it with action, discipline stops being a struggle. It becomes your default. So ask yourself right now, when you hit snooze, when you skip the workout, when you choose distraction over focus, what kind of man are you becoming? Discipline is not punishment. It's power. It's the fire that forges respect. It's the shield that protects your future. It's the bridge between the man you are and the man you could become. Without discipline, you'll stay stuck. You'll keep repeating the same year over and over, calling it life. You'll keep chasing comfort, and comfort will keep stealing your strength, your money, your respect. But with discipline, everything changes. With discipline, you can build the body you want. With discipline, you can earn the money you dream of. With discipline, you can walk into any room and know you've earned your place. It won't come easy. It will hurt. You'll sacrifice sleep, comfort, maybe friends who don't share your vision. But the pain of discipline is the price of freedom, and freedom is worth it. 1 year from now, you can look in the mirror and see the same man, tired, soft, disappointed. Or you can see someone unrecognizable, sharper, stronger, more respected, finally in control. The choice is yours. But remember, time doesn't care. Discipline doesn't wait. Success doesn't knock twice. If this message hit you, don't just feel it, act on it. Smash that like button so more men can hear this truth. Subscribe right now so you never miss the strategies to build strength, success, and freedom. And tell me in the comments, what's the one area of your life where you will build discipline starting today? Your words could be the spark that lights another man's fire. This is not just a channel. This is a brotherhood, a community of men who refuse to quit. Men who fight daily battles, men who choose pain over regret, men who understand that discipline is not the end of freedom, it is the beginning. So stop waiting, stop wishing, stop lying to yourself. Get up, get disciplined.